The engine hummed softly as I adjusted the rearview mirror, peering into the pitch-black night that surrounded me. The clock on the dashboard ticked away, reminding me of the late hour. I had always been cautious about driving at night, but circumstances had forced me to embark on this ill-fated journey. The rain pounded relentlessly against the windshield, blurring my vision as I gripped the steering wheel tighter. The winding road stretched out before me like a sinister serpent, disappearing into the darkness. I glanced at my phone, desperately hoping for a signal to call for help. But the bars remained absent, leaving me alone with my thoughts and the rhythmic patter of the rain. The headlights cut through the gloom, casting eerie shadows on the wet asphalt. Each passing mile only deepened my unease, as if I were traveling into a forbidden realm where the rules of reality ceased to exist. The silence inside the car seemed to amplify the sounds of my own heartbeat, which quickened with every passing minute. An unnerving chill snaked its way up my spine, as if unseen eyes were watching my every move. I shook off the feeling, attributing it to exhaustion and nerves. But as the road curved, a figure emerged from the swirling mist ahead. Panic gripped my chest, constricting my breath. I slammed on the brakes, the screeching tires adding to the cacophony of the storm. The figure stood motionless, its features obscured by the torrential rain. Dread gnawed at my insides, urging me to flee, but I couldn't tear my eyes away. A flicker of lightning illuminated the scene, revealing a haggard face with empty eyes that seemed to penetrate my soul. Frozen with fear, I could only watch as the figure raised a hand, beckoning me forward. A voice, distant yet distinct, whispered in my mind, urging me to comply. My body moved against my will, as if the figure possessed some supernatural power. My hands turned the key in the ignition and the car lurched forward, its tires skimming the rain-soaked pavement. The figure retreated into the darkness, vanishing from sight, leaving me with a sense of foreboding that settled like a shroud over my consciousness. As the miles passed, my surroundings transformed. The road twisted and contorted, morphing into an endless labyrinth. Street signs blurred together, their letters dancing in sinister glee. Panic consumed me, the car accelerating without my command. The engine roared, drowning out my terrified screams. My eyes darted wildly, searching for an escape, but all I saw were trees with skeletal branches clawing at the night sky. Shadows writhed along the edges of the road, whispering malevolently. Faces appeared in the rearview mirror, fleeting glimpses of tormented souls trapped in eternal torment. In a final act of desperation, I slammed on the brakes, bringing the car to a screeching halt. The sudden silence was deafening, broken only by my ragged breathing. I sat there, trembling, unsure of my next move. The rain continued to pour, relentless in its assault. With trembling fingers, I fumbled for my phone once again. Miraculously, a single bar appeared, granting me a sliver of hope. I dialed for help, my voice quivering as I relayed my location to the emergency operator. They assured me that help was on the way, but the minutes that followed felt like an eternity. As the flashing lights of the rescue vehicle pierced the darkness, a sense of relief washed over me. The paramedics escorted me to safety, their presence a balm to my shattered nerves. I peered back at the road, only to find it empty and devoid of the horrors I had witnessed. To this day, I struggle to explain what transpired that night. Some say it was a hallucination brought on by exhaustion and the storm. But deep down, I know the truth. I had encountered something far beyond our realm, something that thrived in the darkness, preying on lost souls who dared to venture into its domain. Driving at night will never be the same for me. The shadows hold secrets I can no longer ignore, and the roadways become treacherous paths to the unknown. I caution you, dear reader, should you find yourself driving at night, be wary of the darkness that lurks just beyond the reach of your headlights. It may hold terrors beyond your wildest imagination.